All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're gonna play with Slickshot Show-off for the first time, and not in a mono red pile. And actually, not even one of those like, is it spells piles? We're doing something completely different with today, and we're gonna try to pair Slickshot Show-off with Pia Consul of Revival. Because if we're getting to play the things for free and we're playing other spells, that's gonna get us extra bodies. It's gonna help the Slickshot. Also gonna pump this up, so we're gonna see if this all works out the way we want it to. That said, also, if you want to support your boy, don't forget, hit the like button down below and subscribe if you hadn't, if you like seeing these videos. And more importantly, if you like hearing me say, I'm your Huckleberry, because I say it all the damn time, I actually have shirts down below. If you check the little thing that's going to show up, like we have new shirts in multiple colors, so buy one and help me out. Anyway, let's talk about today's deck. Let's go down what we're playing. So this is going to look like you would expect in the early going. So we got 4 Commando Faces Kakazan. We got 4 Monastery Swift Spear. We have a couple of copies of Play with Fire and Get Lost because we do need some spells that we're going to be casting here. NT is going to get us spells, hopefully, that we get to cast for not free, but at least from exile. So that'll help out Pia. Then we get Reckless Impulse, which again puts cards into exile for us. Slickshot Show-off. No surprise, we've seen this card a ton already. This card's silly and ridiculous. We also have Questing Druid. Does kind of the same thing, but grows with all these other spells we're casting. We do actually have some Lightning Helix as well. This should help in those mono red matchups, or even against the Boros piles potentially. And we have Pia herself, kind of the star of the show, paired with some Witchstalker Frenzy and some Virtue of Loyalty. So we have lots of early cheap things. Hopefully this does everything we want it to do. As always, at the end of the video, if you would like to download this and try it for yourself, I'm going to leave a link in the description, some blue arrows that take it to my Moxfield link. You can see all my standard stuff. Now, though, let's go see if this upgrade to the Pia deck helps out. Oh, easy mulligan with this one. Ooh, I'm going to keep this, and sadly, I think I'm getting rid of Play with Fire. That sounds a little crazy to say out loud, but I think that's the correct play here. Mostly because I think the first couple of turns are already scripted out. We're going to play Pia, then during their instep, try to cast Questing Druid, then we'll just see what happens from there. No clue if Pia lives here. We got to take some damage. Honor Shaman. Whoa. Okay. Things are happening. We will attack, I guess. Like, wasn't expecting to see a Fauna Shaman today. Okay, they are willing to trade there. I think we're okay with that. Feel like whatever they were going to do with the Fauna Shaman is probably scarier than anything we were going to do. Alright, they got their mana. But nothing to do with it. They haven't missed a land drop yet. Ooh, another Pia and a bunch of lands. That sucks. Alright, I guess we'll just make a Thopter. And make a Thopter. Like, not the most exciting thing. In the turn. I mean, there's a weird trade-off where it's almost worth playing that Pia because we make a Thopter and we put a +1/+1 on the other dude, but... Oh, Pia, you gone. Alright, we need something big here. Don't know if this is going to be it, but one can hope. Those ain't bad. Alright. We get to play this. Opponent goes to 10. Opponent goes to 5. Oh, I missed a point. I missed a point. I could have done this pre-combat. Dang it. Also could have... If I'm not going to do it pre-combat, I should just wait, right? Let them cast something, because this only triggers when the ability triggers. So yeah, I could have been at no risk, actually. Just let that sit out there with the mana open and don't let them know we have anything. So I kind of mess that up 2 ways. I either get the extra point, or... kill something, or make them cast something with that on the stack and not know any better, you know? Alright, they get to gain some life here. That's a smart play. I am a little surprised because I'm not sure, like, there's no legend so far. Like, there's... Yeah, I don't really know what's happening. But I guess we just play it. And just attack, I guess. I mean, like, that's 9. You got to block. I mean, ultimately, we're not going to win this if that 4/4 ends up with counters on it. Because their life gain's going to outpace us. Which is funny, because had I waited on the Get Lost, I would have been able to target the Fleetfoot Dancer. And we'd have been okay. But now, that may not be the case. Oh, that's a big hit, though. Oh, but this comes into play tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So they'll block here. They'll take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're not quite enough. Not quite enough. Damn close, though. Yeah, we're attacking. Again, they got to block. So it's interesting. It was a wolf elf deck is what they're doing. Oh, were they trying to get like double triggers off of Voja? That's degenerate, opponent. I can appreciate it, but that's crazy. Like, Annie joins up just for that? There's got to be more, but man, if so, that is a hell of a plan. Voja double triggering? Like, you kill your opponent 2 times over. Oh, no. Oh, that's so sick. And they have another one on top? So they're going to gain 8 and go to 9 here. We have to find a play with fire, or a Get Lost, right? That's the only thing we can have here? Yeah, Inti, you ain't it, friend. I mean, I say that. I guess we could make them block this. All right, let's say they block something else. They block 2. They take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, and they'd be at 1. But then they get to play this and attack with both of them. Ugh. All right, I mean, it's all we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. If that's a land in their hand, they also get to play this and play that. Ugh. This is so tough. All right. That's what I thought was going to happen here. Nope. They're going to trade for the 8/8 after all? Okay, cool. All right. So they're going to have at least 4 plus 2. So they're going to have 6. They're going to be at 13. We have to figure out how not to die in the process. Assuming they have the mana. Okay, they don't. Oh my gosh. I ain't gonna lie, opponent's deck was tripping. I don't know, like, that was crazy. And I played incorrectly thinking this was gonna be some type of Legends deck. Turns out, it wasn't that at all. It was actually some type of wolf elf pile. Oh, wow. Good job, opponent. Almost got me, seriously. I think if that had an untapped land, that would have made this game very interesting. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. This isn't so much of a slick shot draw, I don't think. But that might be okay. I also like the ability of having slick shot sitting aside, so like even if the opponent does have like a sweeper or something, it kind of still puts them on notice that other things are going to be happening, you know. Oh, another slick shot. That's cool. Though, here I think I'm just going to pass the turn. Gonna just make a little Virtue 2/2 if possible. Alright, those are the same lands, so they didn't get anything extra there. Want to get rid of our 2/2? I would not be opposed to it. Actually, Interesting. All right, let's attack for 2. And then let's play this, because that's usually not any good in this matchup anyway. In the turn. Not sure I can get them to deal with all of our little things here, but maybe. Angels, sure. Angel will get to pick off some 2/2 bodies here in a little bit. No counters, sure. Well, that doesn't suck. Alright, we'll attack here. I'm going to go ahead and try one of these. Could get countered. They might also just remove it with a ley line. But if so, we can also kill it during their end step, unlock it on our turn, that whole thing. Which looks like that might be what's about to happen here. Nope, they opted not to. Which makes me feel like their plan here is just sweep the board. Because otherwise, you could have got rid of that, kept those small, kill off our 3/3s with the Angel. But that's not what's happening. They could also be playing, what's that thing called? Farewell. And that could be a real thing. So we're just going to attack for 6, I think. End the turn. Because if they tap out for Angel to kill a 4/4, they would go to 12, but then we could play show-offs, cast this, and like that's game. So they've got to do something here. All right, well, that was easy. Yeah, these games are weird, right? Like, and I'm not even at the edit yet, but I'm going to probably leave this in so y'all can see it. But these are weird because from, like, creator side here, that it almost looks like nothing happened, right? My opponent played a land, and died. But also, we kind of won because we were patient, right? I have no doubt that if we'd have played these out, they would have tapped down to play a Sunfall or even a Wandering Emperor or something like that along the way, and then we lose. But because we took our time and just did this, the opponent can never afford to tap out and deal with these during their end step, or else we go off on our turn. But then also, they don't want to just tap out to sweep the board, because then they lose to these things, right? And they don't even know about the other spells that we have. So, an interesting situation where technically nothing happened, but several things kind of did happen in a weird way. But again, I don't know what their hand is. Maybe their hand was just 1 or 2 big spells and all land. I have no clue. Ooh. I think we mulligan. I'm like, I just didn't feel like we were doing anything with that hand. Wow, this hand's not much better, but we're going to keep and get rid of a Rich Stalker Frenzy. I feel like that could bite us in the butt. But let's find out if it does. Oh, we have no artifacts and we have no creatures. But we found one. This is a little tricky, right? Because we could play this as a 2/3, but it's just going to die. That's not what we want to have here. I know the opponent's probably punching the air that they weren't able to get our slick shot. I don't blame them, though. We're going to attack. Want to kill our dude? I can respect it. I think I'm going to go ahead and play this, even though it gives away the only hidden information we had. But if there's something we feel we need to get rid of, we can. Like this, for example. Not ideal, but I think we just wait. take our turn. Ah. Not good. Not good. Oof. Oh, this hurts. Alright, I guess we got her, right? If we're gonna do it, this is probably the best we're gonna get. And there's virtually 0 ways this Slickshot survives, but we'll just get the damage in that we can. Hoping to get some of our draw spells. Like, that's about it. Because otherwise we are toast. Okay, alright. That doesn't really help, but, you know, I appreciate the effort. The deck's trying. Okay. Still would have liked something that drew extra cards there. Oh, Yogg, no! I mean, technically, they gain some, but then they lose some, so not the worst. Alright, we need some of our draw spells. That's a start. Okay, let's see if we can find something good with it. Arena, why would you not just tap the... Oh my gosh. Oh, if it would have just tapped our planes. Come on, man. Really? How brutal. How brutal. It tapped... Oh, gosh, why? We could have played both of those. Opponent would have been dead next turn. We had 3 red sources. What were you doing? I mean, I get it. It's trying to keep you from losing life or whatever, but it's like, come on. Alright. I have no clue if this is going to help us or not here. Opponent says oops. I don't think that's a real oops, honestly. I think they're going to survive this. Man, the opponent being 3 less life down here, and even this being able to get like a +1/+1, like, oh, that's so rough. I mean, obviously there's something here. Like, we know it's not over. All right. Man, that's so hurtful that Arena tapped the way it did. I think we genuinely would have won this turn. All right, Cruelty, you got it. Get back wherever you want. I mean, you got the better creatures. Probably going to Preacher or something here. Nope, they went searching for a card? Whoa. Really, though? Well, we can't take advantage of it. We didn't find any spell here. Would have been fine. Because we would have given this a +1 and this a +1. They blocked that. Still would have taken... Well, they've taken 4, possibly 5. Oh, gosh. That sucks so bad. Oh, well. Tough life. We also could have just drawn Burn outright and killed them. That would have been fine. Like, so many outs, and this just did not go our way. One's got 3 cards, 7 mana, a creature land to block with. Like, they're set up right now. I was gonna say, we can't even afford to block, really. I mean, that's the tough part. But they apparently don't have anything. Oh, they have Aclazotz. Yeah, we have to just top deck a burn spell here, right? Again, let's tap them planes, Arena. What are you doing? Almost got me again. Please be something. Come on, deck. Just 2 damage to the face. That's all we're looking for. I know you have it in you. Oh, they're going to counter it? Oh, they negated it. All right. Well, now we can't win, right? Because minimum, they're going to attack, gain 4. Yeah. I mean, I guess there's a way. but not a good one? Like, it's possible if I squint really hard and look at that itty bitty light at the end of the tunnel. Thing is, they're afraid to attack with anything else because they don't want to lose anything here. They do get to draw a card there, so we go to 15, they go to 6. And again, we still have possibilities to win this game. Ah, that sucks. All right. You are not going to cut it. Yeah, we can't win now. I think if the opponent was also being more aggressive, we couldn't win, especially since they have the Restless Reef behind or whatever. They get this one. Yeah, GG's opponent. You got it. I'm out. Arena wrecked us that game. Okay, well, this looks just like a typical old mono red hand, doesn't it? In case this is a mirror, and I'm going to regret this, because I'll probably... Actually, you know what? Even if it is a mirror, we're just going to take some damage. F it. In it to win it. Let's go. I was going to play this Sokensen, but then I realized maybe, just maybe, we want that later if this is not... Okay, we kind of chose correctly, I guess. We're going to need to take damage anyway here, so let's go ahead and play this. Play this. Get in there for 4. Alright. Well, opponent gave up. Good enough. Alright, guess we'll keep it. What even is this symbol as the opponent's username? I've never even seen that. I don't even know what you'd press to make that on the keyboard. Alright, we definitely want to kill that dude. Plus it blocks flyers, which is also bad. Alright. Plot you. We will also plot you. Pass the turn. Oh, they're just smuggling straight. So, ooh, what is this? We have Stable Master plus smuggle? What's happening? Oh, this is highly concerning. I dig it though. This is some real brew action going down. Wow. Okay, what can we do here? We can Slickshot Show-off. Actually, we could Pia first. Show-off makes 2 Thopters. Then we could maybe kill something. I don't even know if it's worth it though. Kind of wondering if ooh. This is tough. Like, I ain't lying, y'all. I know what Smuggler Surprise can do. So, I am not happy about the proceedings. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oh, Arena. I'm playing this deck. I'm going to have to watch Arena a lot. It could have left us mana up to do other things. I mean, I guess it's fine. It just wants us to not take damage. I like having the option, though, of just leaving green up so it looks like we can do stuff that the opponent may not be plotting for. Okay, that's like the safest thing that could have happened here. That's fine. Topiary Stomper. Sure, so that'd be their 6th one? No, that's their 7th land. Yeah, we just take it. I'm not really sure what all is going down right now. But let's see if we can set up something big here. Those kind of sort of help. Let's... If we play this... Slickshot, shoot the opponent. I mean, we might still be in trouble here. I don't know. Go Slickshot there. Go ahead and play this. We'll attack. Go ahead and cast the Helix so we gain some life. Pump our Druid. Alright, opponent's at 13. In theory, assuming the board doesn't get swept here, we could possibly win next turn. Well-Ray Brawler slows that down a little bit, but we can still kill the Brawler. I think I'm supposed to block one of these. Because that's not getting through if we attack anyway. I mean, technically, I could have done some stuff and maybe, but we know this has to go out. Oh, that's a big card to draw here, actually. Like, this has to get rid of this. Alright, then we get to cast this. And then one of these dies. That's unfortunate. Oh, they had a bitter triumph. That's fair. And then we attack. Go ahead and shoot the opponents. We get a couple more points out of it. Yeah, I mean, gonna put the opponent at 3. This possibly makes it lethal, depending on what the last card is. Ah, this is a hell of a decision. Alright, I guess I'm gonna leave it. I mean, basically saying that we hope you can't kill our Slickshot. Or else we die. Oh, Tyrannix Rex. We're dead. Alright, good job, opponent. Okay, we'll keep these, I suppose. Alright. Alright, we're going to play Pia, and I'm going to hope that her 4 toughness can hold out. We just aren't blocking anything or whatever along the way here. Alright, they're tucking away a Slickshot. I'm going to go ahead and cast this now, because we have these until the end of our next turn. Alright, that's not a bad thing there. And we get access to play with fire. That's fine. I think we go ahead and just attack with Air Body. End the turn. And the play with fire is good here too, because we might be able to get to kill a Slickshot. We might get to kill Kamano, so it's all good. I mean, if they have something, they have something. But, you know, you always got to force them to have it. Play with fire, sure, it does its business. That's fine. We're more worried about them trying to cast like a Rage or something on the Slickshot. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's see if they've got one. They do not. Alright, cool. Exactly what we wanted to see. Even more of what we wanted to see. We will go ahead and make a 2-2. Yep, that'll do. Not sure we had quite lethal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it would have been close, and we would have had enough life. But, I mean, I get it. Opponent's kind of in a bad spot there at that point. Well, this is something, huh? Let's keep it, I guess. Not sure what we're going to do with this. I guess we're just going to tuck away a Slickshot. Oh, where were you a while ago, duder? Alright. I mean, this is going to be weird for the opponent, I think, whenever they see the white mana. Because this is not going to look like what they would expect, I imagine. Alright, a Lightning Helix is not terrible, but I think we're just going to plot one of these dudes. And we might as well play this. If it dies, it dies. I guess I could have done that first in case there was like, I don't know, make disappear or something. Wow. Okay. Using a crab to count? Oh, sure. You got it, opponent. I would like an untapped land here. That would give us the option to do a couple things with the show-off. Maybe get cards in hand during their instep, shoot something if we want to. Could open a lot of doors, is all I'm saying. Especially if one of them's Pia, because then we could, like, Pia, Slickshot, make 2 Thopters, play a spell, trigger both Thopters, or both Slickshots, and that would be 6, 7, 8 damage in one hit. Possibly more. They have a lot of creature lands. I don't know what they're doing, is my concern here. Yeah, I'm just going to skip through phases here. I mean, they're obviously playing some type of control pot if you're going all in on the Mirror Shell Crab, unless it's like a combo-y thing to get that into play. Let's try this. See if they want to Mirror Shell Crab that, I guess. Nope, they don't. Well. Alright, we'll try this. Alright, looks like here comes a counter. Another Mirror Shell Crab. Alright. And a get lost. Not really what we were looking for here, but enough that I think we could at least work with. So I'm going to assume they have at least a cut down. If so... We have to kind of like Swift Spear, this thing, play a Helix. How do they get rid of our board? I think I'm going to do this instead. We just lose the Swift Spear here. Actually, I say that. Is it even... Maybe we just cast Swift Spear. And just save these for later. Alright. They draw 2 and then wipe our board? Because that would be real. Or Brotherhood's in. Could also work. Nope, there's like dead show-offs. Fair enough. Oh, now this gets interesting. Alright, let's see if we can find some stuff. No counters? That's interesting. No counters, but they were very particular on how their mana was going to tap. Which is kind of weird to me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 14 if we were to... Alright. Sure. Witchstalker Frenzy? Ah, Horned Lockwhale. Yeah, alright. Sure. You got it. Yeah, I guess that stays on top. Not totally sure what's going on, so sure, why not? I don't know what the opponent's deck is. This is like a weird 4-color. I have no clue what cards I'm supposed to be playing around. I don't know if these are close to dead cards with there being a like. Well, at least I could use Get Lost against the Virtue, I guess. Opponent. What you got? Okay, they're going to gain 3, find their 5th land. So whatever they needed to do with 5, they can now do. And if they have even 1 removal card, which they probably... Oh, they're a 5-color deck? Oh, what the hell? I have no clue what's going on. Let's tap this for colorless. How about that, Arena? I think it shorted us a red mana last turn as well, which could have made a difference. Man, where's all the spells at? We keep finding all this land. Oh, gosh. Well, we can Helix. Alright. I guess we're just attacking. Nothing? I don't believe you. Seriously, nothing? I was gonna say, there had to be some kind... Oh, actually, we can get rid of the binding. Does this make this attack lethal? I think it might. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Yep. Alright, cool. Man, that's weird, man. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, I appreciate a win, but I guess this was a leyline binding deck the whole time? But usually you don't see them playing the creature lands because they don't count for the different types. That's a wild one. I'm not really sure I played that game very well, but we got away with a win. Okay, man, that felt like that was a bit of an adventure. How do I feel? Like, is this... I guess my first question I'm asking myself about this deck is, did I enjoy it better than other Pia decks? Or did I think it was as good as other Slickshot decks? And I'm somewhere in the middle, because I feel like Slickshot decks, a lot of times, if you gain early life or you deal with the Slickshot, they don't really do much after that, right? Or if you have the well-timed removal or what have you. But this actually has more reach than those. That being said, was this more fun than just being a straight-up Pia deck? Like, if I were to play Slickshot with some other things, did I enjoy it more? And I think it's kind of on the level. So this was a tough one for me. I think if you enjoy this type of deck, this is a fun and good build. I don't think it's gangbusters by any measure. You know, I think it's one of the ones going to be like 52, 53%, something like that, which is fine. But you can adjust your spells to play like an extra Helix, right? If you're running into a lot of mono red, I think that's fine. And maybe you want to cut like a Get Lost or something. Or maybe even want to go to 61 cards and just play an extra. I think we're only playing 23 lands though, right? No, 22. So we're kind of light. I don't know if we can skimp too much, but we do have a lot of cheap spells. So maybe you could get away cutting like a Virtue to play another Lightning Helix. You know, something like that I think could help you out if you're worried about mono red or the Boros aggro-y token decks. But outside of that, it was fine. But the list I'm going to post up is going to be 4 Command Face Kakazan, 4 Swift Spear, 2 Play with Fire, 2 Get Lost, 3 NT, 3 Reckless Impulse, 4 Slickshot, 4 Questing Druid, 3 Lightning Helix, 4 Pia, 2 Witchstalker Frenzy, and 3 Virtue of Loyalty. Lands are going to be on a Ganjo of Plains and Mountains of Kinzan, 4 Copperline Gorge, 2 Carplusion Forest, 4 Battlefield Forge, 4 Inspiring Vantage, and 4 Raise of Verge Thicket. But if you do want to check out a deck that we know does big things consistently, we played a ramp deck with Gruul that has the potential to win on turn 4, which is kind of silly, but does some really awesome things. You may want to check that out. So that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.